Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I wanted to introduce this vlog really quickly. I actually just put Oliver down to sleep and I'm going to go take a dance class while he sleeps and Byron's here. But anyway, yesterday I went to a voice lesson and I take a voice lesson once a week for an hour. And I've been doing this probably for about 3 months now. I hadn't gone in years, but I went to this vocal coach when I was a kid, and I think I mentioned this in my last vlog. His name is Eddie Sayegh. He was so amazingly helpful when I was younger as well, and he's always just really pushed me and believed in me. And when I was younger, he helped me get a lot of work as a kid singer, and he introduced me to David Foster when I was younger, and he was just always really supportive. But unfortunately, it was really, really expensive, and my parents couldn't afford to pay for vocal lessons. Actually, I paid for them myself, and that was because I did like acting and singing jobs, and so with that money that I made, I always paid for acting lessons or dancing lessons or guitar lessons or anything that I wanted to learn or get better at, I had to pay for, because contrary to popular belief, my dad was a musician, and even though he was on tour with celebrities for 3 or 4 months out of the year, the rest of the year he wouldn't have work, and he's pretty much a musical genius, so it was really hard for him to figure out how to kind of like self-promote, because he's always really focused on being a brilliant musician. So that's another story I'll tell you later. But yeah, basically my parents couldn't afford it anymore. I hadn't been, like, there was a year where I was slow and I hadn't gotten a lot of work that year, so I couldn't afford it anymore, so I had to stop. I had to stop going to voice lessons. And so I haven't been in years, and I finally went back. And what I love about this vocal coach, I mean, he obviously has the credentials. He's taught Celine Dion, Catherine McPhee, Adam Lambert, all of these people on Broadway who play the lead roles in Wicked and all of this. So he definitely knows what he's talking about, but I don't go to him just because he's trained all of these big people. Out of all the vocal coaches that I ever went to, and I went to my fair share, maybe about 5 or 6, I liked them all, but him I liked the best because he had a certain technique that he calls the edge, and it's finding this placement in your voice where it sounds beautiful and it doesn't hurt and you have so much more power. And so I thought I would share with you today my voice lesson. I obviously showed a little bit in my past video. I won't do too many of these videos because I think they might be a little boring, and obviously I have covers and other types of vlogs coming soon, so just keep your eye out for that. But for now, I wanted to share this with you just in case there are a few of you who are singers and might find this interesting. Voice lessons are expensive. I myself couldn't afford them for years. When Byron and I first got married, we didn't have the kind of money where I could do that. I couldn't go take voice lessons. I couldn't do any of that stuff. And, you know, thankfully YouTube has given us an opportunity to finance a little bit more of that so I could get better. But before I couldn't. And so for those of you who can't afford it, I wanted to show you one of my voice lessons. And I asked Eddie to show me his kind of top vocal warm-ups for singers. And I'm going to share that with you. Now, I do my vocal warm-ups for the first part of this, so that might be boring for some of you who aren't singers and who aren't interested. And then I sing a little bit at the end, a song that we're working on. And you'll see that it's not perfect. When I take a song into him, you know, I'm not a perfect singer by any means. What happens is I will sing a note and he'll help me find the right placement for that note. So he'll stop me in the middle of the song and you'll kind of see the whole process. And I wanted to share with you that because singing is very much it's an instrument, and you have to learn how to tune that instrument and get better and better. And for so many years I worked on things like pitch and, you know, listening to artists like Celine Dion and Mariah Carey to try to get all those riffs. And I studied that as a child for hours and hours and hours in my bedroom because I loved singing so much. But now it's very important for me to have somebody who can listen and give me feedback, because sometimes I don't always know you know, the proper placement. So that's what this vlog is all about. Hopefully you guys will enjoy and find this interesting. And then I have another vlog coming up very soon of me in the studio and what I'm working on next for my first cover for this channel. So I'm really excited. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, we'll just jump right in.
The first thing is I want you to make sure that the breath is flowing freely, and when you drop your jaw, I've got to make sure that your tongue is down in the back. So I'm going to do one for you. I'm going to go. Try that there. Good. Jaws down, please. when you open your mouth up, I want you to make sure that it's almost as if you're seeing somebody or you're seeing something, and you have a look of surprise like this. All right, so everything goes into place. The tongue comes down, the breath is taken at the same time, okay? So when you breathe, there you go. And keep that diffuse sound going. Watch this. There you go. There you go. Breathe. Put your hands on your jaw like this, very good. And you can even use the bottom of the palms of your hands right down here to wiggle the jaw down so it stays in a nice, all right, good. Now wiggle it down, and then I want you to show me your top teeth a little bit. There you go. Now bring the jaw down at the same time. Very good. Oh, it's not a natural feeling yet, but it will be, okay? For the time being, I want you to work toward what I call a working sound. All right, and I want you to work toward the sound ah. Do that.
When you're saying the ah, is it supposed to sound pretty at that moment when
No,
you're practicing?
no,
It's
it's not a pretty sound.
See, it's not supposed to sound pretty.
It is
Just
not.
in case you're wondering.
It's not supposed to sound pretty.
So eventually, what, you drop your jaw?
No, what happens is that these are muscle building sounds, okay? These are what I call working sounds. And these working sounds are the sounds that coordinate the musculature together so that you will have that really strong instrument there.
Got it.
And so you're going to line that ah up, you're going to line the ah up with the ah. Watch again. Ah, man. Good girl. That you stay present in your thought about it. And Okay? Use your head voice a lot in there, okay?
Got it.
God bless. See that one in there? We're gonna end. Another thing, you know, you're so quick to try to get into chest voice really quickly. Sneak down in it.
Okay.
Okay, don't make it this like mix chest voice. All right.
Okay.
Good. No, I want mix it. I want you to mix that sound. I don't want you to feel like you have to belt chest. Yes.
I like that sound. Okay.
I do like it, but I like it with your mouth open. You know, lateral. There it is.
I don't resort to that because
You think you're cheating there or
a
something?
little bit, yeah.
Not at all.
Interesting. Okay.
It comes so easily to you.
Cool.
What was fun? Right? Let me find it. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Okay, go back to. Another thing that you do is just an idiosyncrasy of what pop is,
a little straining, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do that again right there, right on that top one. And even though it comes down way down, you have to support like you're supporting 5 Fs or forte, fortissimo. Okay?
Forte, fortissimo.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, right. And as sweet as you can. That is it, right there.
It's funny that you like that sound. And you're probably right. It's probably from all my recording when they always said to belt it. You know, they were like, belt it, you know. A lot of times in the studio they would ask for that.
And the thing is that at that point maybe, you know, that harshness, you got used to that harshness in the belt.
Right.
But a belt can be beautiful too, but this is stunning.
Yeah.
Really it is.
Cool.